There's not too many people that have the same footprint as Iten Industries. So we're not only a manufacturer of materials, but we're also a fabricator. Iten has been very diverse, thanks to ownership, of expanding our capabilities. We have CNC saws, we have your normal conventional mills, we have punch presses. We support our own processes and our own tooling with our tool shop. We've been around for almost 100 years, and our core business has always been electrical insulation. You know, that's high pressure laminates, NEMA grade laminates, until we start realizing the machinery we have can actually go to other markets. Some of our customers are OEMs that have already designed their product. There are some of them that, because of our history with them, they'll actually come to us and say, you know, we've got this new part we want to develop. And that's when Iten starts to shine, is because of our 100 years of in the business and, our vertical integration, what we can do. You know, we can basically do a part 5 or 6 different ways. So, we try to get to the most economical approach, and it's a win-win for both of us.
And then we go from there. Is there something we can do to the customer's part to change it slightly to make it easier for us to mold, easier for us to punch, easier for us to machine? So we do like to get involved at the very beginning of it, so we can help us, if you will, so we can make a better part for them and save them some money.
When we get a new product in, usually we go into a new product meeting. We all sit down and we talk about, hey, is this a possibility that we could do for Iten? And if it is, it comes to the engineering department, where then we either ask for a CAD file or we create a CAD file off of their 2D print. And then if we're gonna go towards the 3D printer side, kind of the same thing. Me and Devin will get it from the beginning. We'll say, hey, yeah, we can possibly do it. And when we actually get it and get an STL file, if not, I'll create the file myself. Then we'll just start printing it and start doing our R&D on that, and then hopefully get to the point where the customer says, okay, let's run it. Time is always a factor. It's always a factor, especially in our tooling room.
As far as printing and materials, that's a big one, is like what materials I can print with. But another factor is whether the part can be 3D printed at all.
I think it's going to better help us in the prototyping for the new products that are coming in.
Well, I think on the 3D printing side of it, they'll get advantage from quick, rapid prototyping. So, we can look at the part and get a part in their hand before we make the mold and invest all that $50,000 in a tool. We can get a part in our hand and do a function to see if everything fits, everything works, and what needs to be changed, and we can change and produce another 3D printed part till we get the part exactly like they want. That would help us so much, just having that part in the customer's hands, saying, hey, is this what you want? Does this fit? Will this work for you? And if it does, then we can just go reverse engineer from there and put it right into the steel and start making parts.
Well, I also see using it for like a tooling fixture, even in-house in our tooling department, building custom fixtures. That's taking time away from the machinists that are in the tool room to build a custom fixture just so they can machine something. Why do that when you can 3D print it?
Low volume parts, definitely the Tradesman's going to allow us with that 3 foot by 3 foot print bed, printing all those parts on it, getting as much as we can get on that print bed and in a timely manner, and getting those parts out in small volume. Yeah, definitely, rather than printing on a 12-inch by 12-inch bed.
If they're looking for a 50-piece order or something like that, this would be great for that, where we can make them 50 pieces that'll work out of the right material, so it'll function the right way. If they were to have to make a injection mold for that, again, might be $50,000, $100,000 tool for 50 pieces. Well, now we can just make the pieces and ship them that way.
In this day and age, there's a lot of startup companies. There's people with a lot of great ideas with no capital. I think this is a piece of equipment that can help answer that. There's a lot of trust and a relationship that can be built off of that. Long term, we'd hope it'd be 15-20% of our business as far as the percentage goes. So I think that what we're going to do with Juggabout is really test what it can do.
Our saying is Imagineering in plastics. We want to take the engineering side of it to almost into our imaginations and try and figure out what can we do next. what can this machine do for us next?
The machine itself aligns with us perfectly, allowing us to do thermostats and thermoplastics. Being able to use the thermostat side of that machine is definitely going to help us because we don't have that capability right now.
It's been a tough year, you know. A lot of our customers are feeling the same impact, right? You know, I think what this does is help us address other markets, which makes us more sustainable, you know, which then there is a longer forecast out there. You know, I owe it to ownership that they're creative and forward thinking of this. You know, when technology's out there, we may be a little late in the game, but I think we're getting the Cadillac to get us ahead of everybody else that's already been in the game.